Let us start creating a new website with the help of whatever we have learned the CSS with the help of these two videos in part 1 as well as part 2. Now we will try to create a new website with the help of proper structuring of folder as well as files and the front page that will look like a complete web page as well as the front page of a particular web application or the website. Let us first of all open our whatever created folder. For now I have created this Word Tech Tube folder, and inside this I am going to add a new folder that we call as CSS, and again I will add a new folder called images. And now I am going to add an HTML inside your main root folder, and inside the CSS we have to add Styles.css, where we will apply all the classes and attributes for style in this particular file. And I am going to give the title Word Tech Tube, so we have linked that particular class file over here. Now let us come to the body part. Here we have to define, as we generally see, a website is having a header part, so we will be using the HTML5 markup tag header, and we will define some style. Let's say we have main header, and as we have already gone through the container div, so we have given the header and the container, and this will contain the logo and kind of text that you want to be visible on the very header part. And then comes your navigation part. Let us define nav, so if we are giving href equals to hash, then it means we are simply navigating it to the same page. Let's say we have Let's say these are the menu we want to be visible in our website. So we have created the header part, the navigation part, and now we have to create the section part that will be visible. Now inside the showcase, let us try to create the main area that will also be a section. Let us try to give some dummy content. Now we want to add the content that will be on the left side of our web page. Now let us try to create the sidebar. You can also give whatever you want to give the dummy content. Let's say I have given this dummy content, and overall this should be container, which will contain the main part as well as the sidebar. So we are all up with the main header, the navigation part, the showcase container, and the main container and the sidebar. All we are left with the footer part. Now let us try to open this particular index.html page in web browser. So this is how it looks like when we don't give any CSS. So now we have to implement the CSS for this website. So now let us start writing the CSS for the page. Let's say this will be our background color. You can give whatever you want. Let me just give, and we will see what extra we have to change in future. Let me just refresh the page. So this is what we have implemented till now. Now let us see. We have given the navbar, listing style, and the element style, and the anchor tag style. So this is what it has been implemented. You can see it becomes. Now let me give some more padding. Now it is looking pretty fine over here. Now let us try to give the background image for the showcase area. So all we have to do is to go here, and we have already added the ID showcase. Let me just try to add an image. So right now we have a showcase.jpg. You can add whatever you want, whatever based on your requirement. So this is the background that we have implemented. Let us change this particular background as the text, or it is not clearly visible to us. Let us go ahead and create some extra stylings. For now, let us suppose this is our final image for the showcase background. So inside this showcase, we have the h2 tag. So you can see the contents are getting out of its defined area. So it may be possible, like right now today you have given this much of content, and in future you can add some extra content. So in that case you have to increase your height based on your requirement. So for that we can have a property for minimum height that will be expand on the basis of the elements that we give. If we are giving 300 pixels, and I am just deleting some of the content. So you can see it is adjusting its size on the base of the text that we are passing over here. And also when you just shrinking your website, changing its size, it is automatically changing its height, you can see, on the basis of the content and become responsive. So now we have done with this part and the showcase part, and we have also defined the sidebar and the main container. So let me just try to adjust these two content. So this is what we have created, the sidebar and the main container. Now let us try to give some style to the footer element. So we have defined the ID main footer. So this is what it looks like. And if you want to give the copyright symbol over here, you can go to the Google and just check for the text that will create the copyright symbol. So this is what it will render, the copyright symbol in our HTML page. So we are all done with the header, navigation bar, content area, sidebar and the footer. And also we have this website as the responsive, but as we are collapsing the elements, this is not looking good, as this content is should be flowed to some down. So for that, let me just add a small media query over here. We can add by at. So anything we will be putting over here should be maximum of 600 px. And we can apply the change of the width, let's say for the main. So once the screen will come down to this much of width, so it will become, this main become 100%, and the sidebar width will becomes the 100% of the overall screen that is available. Let us see. So now you can see it is coming down. Once it is getting the width less than 600 px, then it will automatically apply the 100% for the main container and the 100% width for the sidebar. So this is simply becoming the complete responsive site. So you can see right now here it is more than 600 px, and we have defined media for maximum width 600. As soon as I am just collapsing it to less than 600 px, it is simply coming down and making this main container to the width 100% and the sidebar to the 100% by putting it down. So this is how you can create a complete website with heading, navbar, showcase area, main content area, sidebar. You can place your sidebar over here to the left, and you can place your this element to the right, whatever you want. So that's all. Thank you so much.